Hello everyone, welcome to the video. Today is the 29th of September 2021. I'm doing something a little bit unusual for me to try and do a whole trip in one day. Normally I would stop overnight somewhere and then head home the next day. This is a little bit different. Right now I'm at Wolverhampton train station. I'm heading up to Manchester Airport where I'll fly with British Airways on their A321neo apparently. From Manchester to Heathrow, and then have to get back up from London back into Warsaw via Birmingham. This is the first time I've done something like this. I do tend to stop overnight like a Premier Inn or something, but this is cheap, very cheap. I think the flight was like 20 quid. The two trains was about £11 each, I think. So I thought, why not? I need to get the air miles up, so this is what I'm doing today. You're probably going to mostly see train footage rather than plane footage, but also another thing is that the terminal that I'm going to is Terminal 1 at Manchester, which is the first time I'm actually using that terminal. I've flown into it, I've never flown out of it, so I'll try and get some decent shots. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the video and like and comment, all that kind of stuff. So let's go take some trains. Hey, I've come down to one of the platforms, platform 2. I am a little bit early, so I'm going to try and get an earlier train to get to Crewe. And then onwards towards Manchester Airport. This is the first time I've been down to Wolverhampton train station in about 2 years. And like much of the West Midlands, they are regenerating the station. They've got a new front, they've made it more space for more people to move, because it was very constricted and it was very busy. Obviously they're extending the metro from the town centre to the train station to make it easier for commuters to get around, so they don't need to use cars and everything, and it looks better, it's smarter, much more easier to get around. It's just taking a lot of time. There's a lot of construction work around the West Midlands at the moment. From my town in Warsaw, at the I think it's junction 10 at the M6, they're extending that to make it easier for traffic. The metro in Birmingham is now been extended to Digbeth. Sorry if I keep mispronouncing words. Money is coming into the West Midlands. Transport in the area is slowly getting better, but it's going to take some time until it's properly operational. But yeah, at least the trains are still okay. Some trains are delayed today. I'm hoping my train won't be. So let's have a look at the station. Just that bit there, and the extension is actually somewhere over here. Oh, there's a train in the way. Oh, crap. Anyway, nice to be back in Wolverhampton to see how much has changed. Just kind of need to wait for my train now. I'll try and get some train spotting footage for you.
Platform 3 will be the 1031 London Northwestern Railway service to Birmingham. For the Magic 43 and Birmingham, this train has 4 carriages.
And that is the new front of Wolverhampton station. Looks nice and shiny, doesn't it?
Will be the 1035 West Midlands Railway.
train station heading to Crewe. I've managed to get myself onto an earlier train because my ticket is off-peak single and it's any route permitted, so I'm fine to be on it. I paid for the ticket, so now I'm on my way to Manchester Airport.
Welcome on board this Avanti West Coast service to Edinburgh. Calling at
It's going to
Crewe,
Edinburgh.
Warrington Bank.
Nice city. Hopefully I'll go there again soon and actually explore the place.
Lancaster,
So,
Oxenholme Lake District.
Let's go to
Carlisle.
Manchester Airport. Crewe station now. I can't stay and look at the actual station itself. It is a lovely station, don't get me wrong, but I've only got a couple of minutes to get to platform 1 and then get on my train towards Manchester Airport. I'm trying to leave as much room, plenty of room as I can, so there won't be any delays for me when I actually get onto the plane. So yeah, we're just coming into Crewe now and then off to Manchester. And if you're a train spotter, definitely come to Crewe. Are the new trains for Liverpool. Stopped. I don't want it to stop. I've only got a few minutes to get my connecting train, otherwise I'm here for about 45 minutes, almost an hour, and I really don't want to spend that much time. So come on, Avanti, move, please, move. I got a train to catch. So that is where we are, and there's the train station in Crewe. We just need to travel just a little bit, that's all. I'm guessing we are waiting for a train in Crewe to depart, and my train leaves in about 7 minutes. So can you please start moving? Pretty please start moving? It would be very helpful if you did. As soon as I said that, we start to move. Come on, I don't want to miss this train. But let's have a look at the yard. I'm on the furthest platform as well. Of course I am. Right. There you go, there. my train. I've just made it. I just made it onto the train. I legged it. I'm not doing like that again. I'm not in shape enough to run like that again.
The Northern Service to
Foi, basicamente foi. Mas opá, a culpa é nossa. A culpa é nossa. Nós devíamos ter jogado. Devíamos ter feito isto. Mas não fizemos. Tivemos agora que tratar com as consequências. Nada a dizer. Já foi negativo. Além de dar um chão terrível, faz-me vir as lágrimas aos olhos. Pronto, de maneira que vamos. Eu no ano entre.
Manchester Airport station. I am about an hour early, which is great. That means I can sort some more stuff out. Got my mask on because I'm heading straight to the terminal because the station and the terminal are connected by a bridge. That is the train I've just been on, and over there is the Transpennine Express. If I zoom in, I can get it. Right, there you go. So now it's time for me to try and get something to eat and then head on board my flight to London. Right, not news.
So then it was like, right, you need to eat a bit more, but they didn't really give me any advice on that. So it was just nerves and saying everybody would be watching like everybody. So I think nerves, I lost weight. It's like
I've just had myself something to eat, did a bit of plane spotting, went through security, which was busy. Now I'm going to some of the 20 gates to see if I can get a closer look at some of the aircraft parked up. There's still a lot of aircraft parked up, but hopefully in the coming months they'll be flying again soon. So, and then I'll see where my inbound plane is soon. It should be departing within a few minutes. So. MYFlight is now on its way, just pushing back at London Heathrow. Should be here within about an hour. Then on the ground for a couple of minutes before we head to London. Again, a little bit busy, and there is Emirates pushing back. I'll get shot of him taking off before I leave. Look at that tail action. This aircraft which is parked over there, is a Jordanian charter airline, and at the moment they are flying on behalf of PIA, Pakistan International. They did lease a number of high-fly aircraft, but they had a dispute, and yeah, they managed to get these, wet leasing these for a while. This one should be coming into Birmingham as well, so and London Heathrow, so at some point I will be able to catch this flying. The Emirates A380 off to Dubai. I do admit I have missed seeing the big whale. I keep saying this, but hopefully I will fly on an A380 one day before they retire entirely. Emirates do plan to keep them in service for a while longer. Hopefully I'll get to fly with them at some point. I gotta save up a lot of money for this, don't I? Okay, this is a subsidiary of Aer Lingus, named Aer Lingus UK. It has a UK registration, and it will be flying from here in Manchester to Caribbean and North American destinations, including New York, Barbados, Boston. There's meant to be one other aircraft, I believe an A321XLR, that's also meant to be based here as well in Manchester and fly to New York and Boston. It's nice to see these flying around called Birmingham, kind of like I am. You've seen this flying around in the early hours of the morning. This is the FedEx plane that flies here from Manchester, stops over in Birmingham to pick up more cargo before carrying on to Paris and then the same on its return route. I've already caught this aircraft once flying. One day I'll hopefully get it during the summer of next year, get that coming into line at Birmingham. This little ATR is also operating on behalf of FedEx, but as of the time of recording, this service is meant to stop. This flies normally Royal Mail runs to Stansted, I believe. But what's going to happen with it now, or if it's going to go to another contractor, I am not too sure. It's only been announced today, for time of recording this, that the service between Stansted and Manchester cargo route will stop. I'm not quite sure why. And a little Saab over there. Now that I've got more or less what I need from up this end, I am going to check up the other gates. I've come down this end just to spot, and I don't really like filming passengers. That's why I tend to try and just film like the gates in the aircraft as much as I can, or just go to quiet areas like this where there's hardly anybody about and hardly any staff about, so I can film peacefully and disturb nobody. But my aircraft on its way, I need to find out what gate I need to go to, and just check out the place just a little bit longer, see if I can get a few more shots before we board to London. Okay, so these are the gates I need to go to. I've come down to gates between 35 and 150. My aircraft should be parking somewhere on that side of the terminal. Right now it's on its way, but I thought I'd come down this end to get some more low-cost carrier shots. Okay, I have stopped for a few minutes to charge my phone. My flight is actually not too far away, so I'm just taking the opportunity to charge my stuff. I'll get a shot of the aircraft coming onto the stand here, and then we'll make my way over to the gate after charging my phone for a couple of minutes and my camera for a couple of minutes, because that's also dying. It's dying quite quickly now. Yeah, my flight is actually early. I think it's about 15 minutes early. Sorry, I'm still tired. It's been a long day and it's only halfway through the day, and I've got lots more travelling to do after this. Taking the train back home, trying to get to London Houston from Heathrow in the space of about an hour and a half, which I think I can do. I'm planning to take the Heathrow Express down to Paddington, then the Hammersmith and City line to Houston. I'll try and film that, but don't be surprised if I don't, because of just how strapped for time I am. Other than that, I am okay, tired but okay. I'm looking forward to doing all this. The reason why I'm doing all this is, I think I've mentioned it several times, I'm trying to get to BA Silver, and I need to complete 18 flights to do it. All this stuff I've been doing has been domestic. Unfortunately, the tier points and Avios points and domestics won't make me go to Silver. It's the amount of flights that I need to do now in order to get to that level. So that's why throughout this year, probably a little bit next year, you might see my trip report videos being mostly British Airways. Other than that, I hope you're enjoying the video.
EasyJet flight EZY
Okay, my aircraft has landed and taxied to gate 142. Sorry about the shakiness. I was trying to film and take photos with my phone at the same time. Not a very wise decision, kind of got a bit shaky, so I apologise for that. But I'm letting my phone charge for a little bit longer before I head to the gates and to London. I forgot I had a spare battery for my camera, so now it's full. I'm fine. Panic over. And there is the ATC tower. Right. Let's go to London.
Well, please press your call bell, but also raise your hand to ask the nearest person to raise theirs. This will ensure the cabin crew are equipped to assist you at your seat. Thank you for your help and understanding in this matter. If you have any questions, please contact one of the crew. Ladies and gentlemen, we now demonstrate the safety procedures of this aircraft. Your attention is essential, as they may differ from any other aircraft you've flown on before. Please study the safety card in your seat area, as this includes important safety information specific to this aircraft type, such as brace position and location and operation of the doors. In the event of an emergency, low-level lighting will guide you to an exit. All exits are clearly marked and are being pointed out to you now. Please take a moment to locate your nearest exit, bearing in mind this may be behind you. Opening the door automatically inflates the evacuation slides. High heel shoes must be taken off, as they may tear the slide. Please ensure your seatbelt is fastened. It must be worn whenever the signs are on, and is fastened and adjusted like this and opened like this. For your comfort and safety, we recommend you keep your seatbelt fastened and visible at all times. If the cabin air supply fails, oxygen will be provided. Masks like this will appear automatically. If you are wearing a face mask, they should be removed before putting on an oxygen mask. Stay in your seat and pull the oxygen mask towards you. Place the oxygen mask over your mouth and nose and breathe normally, adjusting the band to secure it. Please note the bag may not inflate. You may need to pull on the coloured streamer to release your mask. Make sure your mask is fitted before helping anyone else. To inflate, pull the red toggle as shown. The air can be topped up by using the mouthpiece, and there is a light for attracting attention. Do not inflate your life jacket until you're outside the aircraft. Any personal devices with flight safe mode should have this feature enabled now.
when opening of lockers, as others may have moved and could pull out and cause injury. I would like to once again take this opportunity to share some important information about animal hygiene and safe distancing measures on today's flight. We ask that you stay in your seat as much as possible and avoid walking around the cabin or queuing in the galley areas. Before using the toilets, we ask that you check the green blanket signs are lit to avoid waiting in line. We require all customers to wear a face mask at all times during the flight, out of respect and for the benefit of your fellow customers and our crew. When wearing your mask, it's important that it covers your mouth and your nose, such as the mask that our team members are wearing. Bear in mind that masks can only be removed from a short period when you're actively consuming food and drink. They should be placed back on in between courses and they should not be left off the duration of the meal service. The same also applies if you're resting or sleeping, please ensure that you have your mask on. If you require assistance or are feeling unwell, please remain seated and press the call bell in your seat area. This will allow the cabin crew to provide assistance at your seat. Finally, if there's anything the cabin crew can do today to make your journey more comfortable, then please just let one of us know.
Ladies and gentlemen, first off, speaking again from the flight deck while we're well into our approach into Heathrow now. We're expected to be on the ground in approximately 10 minutes' time. Weather down here much nicer than back in Manchester. Certainly not as much rain around. For the attention of the cabin crew, that's 10 minutes to landing, 10 minutes to landing, thank you.
Please check that your table is folded away, your seat in the landing position with the armrest down, your seatbelt is securely fastened. If your seat power window blows the black, please return this to the position ready for landing. Continue to use any handheld or electronic devices, these will hold secure and place in your pocket. Large items including laptops and tablets switched off.
gentlemen, welcome to London Heathrow Terminal 5. The time is 10 to 5 in the evening. Please remain seated, your seatbelt fastened until the fasten seatbelt signs have been switched off. When it's safe to leave your seats, take care when opening overhead lockers, as items may have moved and could fall out and cause injury. Before leaving the aircraft, please ensure you have all your personal belongings with you, and remember that smoking is not allowed until you reach a designated smoking area. You may now make and receive calls as well as all data services on your handheld electronic devices. If your journey ends here at Heathrow and leaving the aircraft, please follow the yellow signs to arrivals. If you're connected onto another...
I'm in London Heathrow now, just got off the plane. The plane was delayed slightly because of a minor technical fault. It wasn't anything major, but it meant extra paperwork, so he ended up leaving 20 minutes late. Thankfully, he managed to make up the time. And now I'm heading onto the Heathrow Express because I have about an hour and a half, or just over 2 hours, to get to London, Houston, and catch my train back home. And then this video will be over and this day will be over. I'm shattered already. So let's go on some more trains. Okay. I always love these purple trains. They're expensive, but they're good. And hopefully this train will be leaving soon. Right, I am back home in Warsaw after a very long trip from Warsaw back to Warsaw via Manchester Airport and London. My trip through Manchester Airport was good, although it was a bit cramped. This was the first time I went through Terminal 1 for the... yeah, it was the first time. I haven't been through there in a long time. To be honest, I remember flying out of there once, but when I was a kid, so I don't really count that because I hardly really remember. I think I went to Rhodes with Thomas Cook. Thomas Cook was 2. I remember 76, but I don't really remember much about the terminal, just the aircraft that I flew on. I know that I flew on there, but I didn't know the area specifically. The airport, the Terminal 1, it's nice, but again, cramped. Few bars and restaurants up on the top floor, which I went to. And I went to see some of the aircraft that was parked up, as you saw in the video, obviously. I didn't really have a problem. Just when you're going towards the some of the gates, some of the corridors, kind of very cramped, if that's a word, cramped. Other than that, it was fine. The flight was good. I was on the A321neo, which is, I prefer that one to the A320s because weirdly you get a better view at the side of the windows. Not as cramped. Plenty of legroom, seats were fine, and the cabin crew were lovely, especially one of the lady cabin crew. Very chatty to me. She was asking me all sorts of questions on the way there when I was filming. And I had a brilliant view of London as we came into land at Heathrow. But I did not film the last bit of my journey because 1, I was knackered. 2, my camera was close to dying. That's why I managed to get a quick film of us leaving Houston Station, and by the time I got back into Birmingham it was late, and I just wanted to get back home as quickly as possible, so that was where my priority was, because I didn't get back into Warsaw until around 9:30 at night. It was a knackering trip, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that I've done it, and there will be more trips with British Airways and Loganair coming soon, so hope you'll be able to join me for that. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!